The Fed is currently being cornered. The CPI, PPI, and true CPI inflation reading, especially at the top of that pyramid, okay, matters the most. Because in this video, I'm going to share with you just exactly what you need to be cautioned about and why we could expect a very strong relief rally, and who knows where on earth that could take us to. But what I can tell you is that if you have not front run and positioned yourself right now in particular altcoins, my next video is going to be the top 5 altcoins I would possibly be looking into, maybe a couple bonuses. But in this video, I'm going to be speaking exactly about where we're at and why we're about to lead a next phase in a pump session. Who knows where it's going to take us? But all I can tell you right now is that liquidity is pointing towards a giga pump coming. And who knows? Maybe that could look like a God candle. But the truth be said is none of us actually know. For now, welcome back to the Crypto Bliss community, and thank you for being here with me. I have not done a video for you in 10 days. I'm going to be very honest here right now. The markets have been a little bit iffy and uffy and ruffy and ruffy. We're in a very much a consolidation phase, okay? There's not much action for us to go on, and yes, everybody's speaking about the same thing really all over the internet. It's like everybody from crypto rushes to speak about the same thing all the time. I don't want to do that anymore for you. I want to bring you alpha that's going to make you stronger, better, and wealthier. Okay. And my health channel is coming soon. So make sure you are subscribed to the Crypto Bliss community, because I'm going to bring you things that you're going to want to see. My trades are in profit. We're doing very, very well here. And all I want to say to you right now is that you're blitzed and ready to take action here right now. So let's get on with this and let's move to the next blessed, beautiful level. Thank you for being here with me today on the Crypto Bliss community, and I appreciate it. And let's delve right into today's content. Starting with the true inflation reading has now dropped to 1.55%. And Mr. P, you're being caught, you're being subpoenaed, you're being obliterated, you're being caught pro-se, you're going through a terrible time, my friend. If you want to live the rest of your life in a good way, well, you best start pulling your act together, because right now, all you need to do is just pump. Just pump. Why are you even holding? What is the point in holding? What are you protecting is my question. And if you as the community believe you know, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the description of the video below. For now, there is room to cut rates without any sort of inflation risk. So the trap has now been set for Mr. P, and that's all I'm going to say to you. Because when we look at the true inflation reading, the US CPI was 1.56. The targets are below the 2%, okay? And PCE was 1.78. Literally, my friends, this thing is coming down. We are experiencing true inflation going down in the US, which means that money and stimulation are about to be joining the party. And this is exactly why you need to understand that the Fed is about to inject another $55.36 billion in liquidity over the next 20 days, as you can see, which will be bill purchases all over here. You can see this is the time that they're about to do it, and the accumulation of the operation is up to $55.36 billion. Now, they're doing that regardless of what the inflation is, regardless of lowering the rates, regardless of anything else. They're still continuing to pump money into the market so that they can buy these assets and these bills, these T-bills, my friends. You're missing out, and this is what I'm saying to you. The liquidity is quietly being injected into the back while you do nothing. You sit on your hands. And you can see that because Mr. Strategy is currently, literally, he just bought another 13,627 Bitcoin last week, while the miners are only mining 3,150 Bitcoin over the same time. If you do not understand this, he is buying 4 times the amount of the supply currently. Where do you think the rest is going to come from? The Bitcoin is being dried up on OTCs without a doubt. I'm about to share with you a very cool chart of Bitcoin versus gold. It's the same chart, same dollars, very different stories. Gold did what it was supposed to do, which is pump. It preserved purchasing power slowly and reliably. Bitcoin did what nobody has expected. It turned from an experiment into one of the best performing assets in history, to the point where the biggest institutions have started to build their own treasuries. Okay, I've just shown you Michael Saylor. Absolutely skyrocketed and outperformed every single company and asset on the planet, including Bitcoin. And they are a Bitcoin strategy, as we all know. And both are priced in dollars. Both barely escaped inflation. And the others have completely broken the scale. This isn't BTC good and gold bad. Gold protects wealth and Bitcoin creates it. Let's have a look at this chart. And that's precisely why Bitcoin wins every time. I have repeatedly shown you this gold Bitcoin chart. So gold to Bitcoin. As you can see, it used to be 131,762 ounces and is currently sitting at 0.049 ounces to 1 BTC. And so you can see now that I'm expanding this chart all the way through right down, and as you can see, gold has completely eroded against the value of Bitcoin, even though it's whatever it is, and gold has preserved wealth. Now, I do want to show you that currently where we are, okay, and bearing in mind that this is now currently the weekly time frame, we had a strong buy on this very strong support level here. Could we see a bit more pump into gold? We could see that, but as you can see here, the stochastic RSI is now starting to actually collapse and pull down, and the blue has heavily crossed over, and it has crossed over on the 80. It has also started to show me that we could now potentially start to see the liquidity come out of gold and into Bitcoin. Could we start to see that? Or where will we go from here? I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments of this video below. All in the meanwhile, while all of this accumulation, money printing is busy carrying on in the background, are you actually doing anything to obtain yourself some of these wonderful crypto assets? And if you are not yet, then you need to make sure that you are subscribed to the Crypto Bliss community, and that you are using my Bybit link down in the description of the video below. Yes, it's a weekend, so volume is low. However, we've had this very strong bull flag, as you can see, currently break out of its pattern. What you can see here is we've broken out, we've retested this support line, which is this high, okay, on Ethereum, and Ethereum is following Bitcoin, obviously. But look at this wonderful bull flag. So for me, I could expect us to potentially see a target of this breakout on Ethereum at potentially the 3,630 levels. 3,633 levels. So would now be a very good time to continue to take a trade. Yes, I took my trade down here. Now would be a decent enough time. Honestly, it's a bit of a deep stop loss to put it below here. I would try and give it a bit of breathing room and just put it at least below this support line at 3260. Please, this video isn't financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I would possibly be doing. I am going to buy USDC. It is a good idea to potentially look at doing multiple trades depending on what your risk profile looks like. However, use my Bybit link down below, get yourself some crazy awesome deposit bonuses, and ensure that you can come and invest in these assets with me and trade with me, make some good money while we could experience the next move up in the cycle. Because when I show you the charts in a short little moment, my friends, all I can tell you is that I still have trades open. I've got my Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, I've got a mantle, a near, and a lit. Okay, all 5x, very low. And cool, my mantle is down a little bit, my lit is down a little bit, my near is average, my AVAX is 45% up, my Solana is 89% up, and my Ethereum is 34% up. So my friends, the next move is about to happen. You want to be on this train. Make sure to use my link down below. No financial advice. Let's move on. Because Brian Armstrong has just gone ahead and said that Coinbase CEO has just said live on Fox that big banks are working behind the scenes to block the president's pro-crypto agenda. Now, as we know previously, the banks were blocking the Trumps and the Trump family from doing any banking whatsoever. And that's why they began to heavily invest themselves and their family into Bitcoin and Ethereum and other crypto assets, creating their own, etc. Not that we condone all of those, but who gives rocks? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The fact is that there's support from the entire government and the Senate to, most of them, to actually push the crypto agenda forward. And I can tell you something. I will do another video for you on Mr. Larry Fink, because Mr. Larry Fink becoming the, yeah, we all know what he has become. The World Economic Forum director, CEO. So all I'm going to say to you is, as the largest institutional holder on the planet, heavily investing into blockchain, previously unfolding this narrative, when they meant